All right. Okay. Making a little video for my Greek family, so I don't have to. Sorry, I should have put makeup on and fixed my hair, but I didn't. Antonia is leaving, so she just wanted to say hi.
Hi everyone. I'm going now.
Okay. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. So that's my hard actually, I'm going to take this off. So this new cast that I have on is actually a major improvement compared to what it was, because the earlier one was enormous. Hey, Cyan. I think we're good.
Sounds good. I can pick the girls up. My tutoring got pushed back, so.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm going to send a note to the teachers. So
At
3:30.
3:30.
What time do they get picked up, Karma? Sorry. 3:30. Okay. So Cyan's going to pick them up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Cyan.
Yeah,
So I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, so this cast is a million times better than the one I had on right after the surgery, which was enormous, and it weighed, I want to say, close to 5 pounds. So every time I had it in a sling, well, the hospital gave me a few slings, and it would just rip the sling. Like it was mesh, and it was so heavy, it just, the slings could not hold that cast. And anyway, so I got, that was taken off last week, and the stitches were removed, and then they put this one on, and this lovely little thing, I feel like it's such an improvement, because even though I can't quite use the fingers, but look at how swollen they are still. I can't really use the fingers. You know, I can actually do things, like if I needed to, I can hold something, and I couldn't do that before. You know, I have very limited use of this right arm. I've been using my elbow for things, and you know, it's complicated, but I'm dealing. And sorry, like I said, I should just go and fix my hair, I suppose, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so I'll send you a video of the orthopedic surgeon describing what happened, looking at the x-ray and describing what happened. I took a video because I couldn't take notes because I can't write and I can't type. That's why I'm making this silly video. It's just because I can't, it's impossible. And when I use the audio, it's just a bunch of like, to go back and reread everything, and then there's always stuff that comes out one way and when I'm dictating and then gets recorded in a completely different way. So videos are just easier. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you about my, progress or the status. There is progress though. Like I said, I can move this around, which is amazing. So I couldn't for a few weeks. And like I said, the way this happened, I think I was explaining it to Yorgos, I can't remember now, but we were riding not just mountain bikes, e-mountain bikes, and these e-mountain bikes are pretty heavy and amazing. They're so much fun. I'd highly discourage you from using them anytime, ever, because they're very dangerous. I was wearing a helmet. I think I would be dead if I wasn't. But anyway, we were going down, it was just Marty and me, and we were going down a pretty steep trail and in Montana, and it was sort of ungroomed and very rocky, and we were both being super vigilant, really careful, and something happened. My front tire, the front wheel, hit a big rock, and I simultaneously used my brakes, possibly one more than the other. I wasn't going very fast, and it all happened so quickly. The next thing I knew, the whole back wheel and bicycle did like a forward somersault with me on it. And then, my first instinct was just to put down my arm to protect me, and that's how I crushed the radius bone. So, it's pretty bad. And I had reconstructive surgery, and it doesn't look pretty, but because I saw it when he took the stitches out. But, I'll have a major scar, and that's okay. Many of us have scars. Yorgos. So in terms of our summer plans, nothing really has changed. It's going to be a drag for me, for sure, because my next surgery is September 13th. And I have to keep this dry until September 13th. No swimming. Every time I take a shower, I have this plastic thing that goes over. It's got like a little suction cup here, and it's hard, but I'm adjusting. I'm becoming ambidextrous, and not really, but there's amazing like how much help I've had. So it's been good. So our summer plans have not changed. We're doing a lot. I just won't be able to do a lot. So, so the twins we're going to Maryland on Thursday, and we'll visit with family, and we usually rent a little house, a nice little house near Jack and Eileen's, near my in-laws, and it's very sweet, and it has a pool. And so we're going to rent that for a week, and then we are going to drive the girls, the twins, to sleepaway camp. And the sleepaway camp that they're going to, this is just an aside, like a little anecdote, which is kind of funny. The woman who told me about the sleepaway camp, because I was looking for something really authentic and rustic and kind of old school. I didn't want anything shiny or new. I just wanted it to be like, because my kids are city kids and they really need to be in like buggy, dirty nature. So I looked at a few, and none of them really fit the bill. And then a woman, this Sharon, you remember Sharon? Sharon was my father's girlfriend, and so we still are. We're still in touch. She's lovely. And so she lives near where my father had that house on 100 acres in the country in the northeastern Pennsylvania. It's about a 2-hour drive from here. And we were having dinner. She comes into the city a couple of times a year, and we had dinner together. It's nice and catch up. Anyway, so I was telling her, about a year and a half ago, I was relaying this information to her, how I just could not find the right camp. And she goes, oh, you should try Onika. It's not too far from where your father's house was. And this is the funny part. Princess Grace and her daughter, Princess Caroline, went there also. And I thought that was pretty funny. But anyway, it was exactly the type of camp that I was looking for. So it's all girls. It's so much fun. It's just a lot of outdoorsy stuff, and it's very rustic, and it's on a lake. It's really perfect, and it's really close to where Sharon lives also, which is just convenient. So we're going to drop off the girls next week. We drop the twins off at sleepaway camp, and they're gone for almost a month. And then Antonia and Marty and I will stay a couple of days with Sharon, just catching up and visiting with her. And she's got a nice big house with a pool, which I will be able to look at. But I can visit Homesdale, and I can go and see my dad's old house and stuff like that. I plan to do a lot of reading this summer. It's not a bad thing. I don't know why I made it this, but there's really not much else. I can watch a lot of videos, and I can walk, and I can do some exercises. Like I have to, so I'm doing like lunges and squats and things like that, and I have to move my arm around so nothing atrophies, and also my joints get really stiff. Anyway, so we're going to spend a few nights in Honesdale with Sharon. And then we are going to make our way to Connecticut, stopping off in upstate New York to visit other friends who have a house on a lake in upstate New York, really good friends of ours. And we've never been to this new house. It's not even a new house anymore. They bought a beautiful house in the country on a lake, I want to say during the pandemic or just after the pandemic. Anyway, so we'll spend, and Antonia and the older son went to preschool together, so we've known them for a very long time, and they're both lawyers and really wonderful people. And anyway, so we'll spend a couple of nights visiting with them, and then we make our way to Connecticut, more or less around July 2nd, I want to say, or 3rd. And we're going to spend a few days at Vicky's house in Connecticut, and she's having a bunch of friends that we know there. And then on July 7th or 6th? July 6th, we drive Vicky's oldest son, Kier, and Antonia to the airport, and they go to Cambridge for a month together. So he'll be studying, he's studying finance and business, I think, and Antonia will be studying aerospace engineering. So they're going to be together but in different programs, but it's nice that they'll have each other, and they're really good friends. And then Vicky and I are leaving the next day for about 10 days in Europe, but unfortunately I doubt we'll make it to Greece, and even if I did, I'm no fun right now. So we are flying into Berlin, and I have really good friends who live in Berlin, so we're going to visit with them. Just 2 nights, and then we go to Copenhagen. We have a good friend who's Danish who lives here, who's going to meet us there, and we're staying in a cute little hotel, actually a really gorgeous hotel right in the historic center. And we are going to stay there for 3 nights. And then we fly to Rome, and then from Rome we go to the island of Ventotene, which is sort of midpoint between Rome and Naples. So it's north of Capri and Ischia. It's a teeny tiny, amazing little island. I've been many times. And I have friends who, you probably remember them, or maybe not. Anyway, Alberto and Fabio's friends have a house there, so we're going to visit with them for a few days. And then we are going to be in Rome for the last part of the trip. So from July 16th or 15th or 16th until July 19th, if you all want to come visit, we have a lovely Airbnb, really beautiful Airbnb right in the center, sort of near Piazza Navona. And Marty, come say hi. I'm making a video for the Greek family. And you can put the stuff down. And then we go, anyway, it's a beautiful Airbnb. Then I come back on the, say hi. You can speak because it's a video. No, you don't want to say anything? So then when we come back to the States on July 19th, I'm saying all this out loud so I can remember. And then we go to pick up the twins from sleepaway camp on July 20th. And then we spend 1 night in Honesdale doing laundry and getting all their camp stuff clean and repacked and sent back home. Then Marty will take us, but Cecilia and Georgia and I are going to Mexico City for 10 days. And we're going to stay with our Mexican family. And we rented an apartment in the same building complex as theirs. And they belong to a really beautiful, sort of swanky country club. And the kids, the younger son, Andres, and Cecilia and Georgia will be doing day camp at the country club. And it's just wonderful. It's swimming and tennis and golf, and they'll get to practice their Spanish. The school that they're starting in September is half Spanish and half English, so they have to really get up to speed. And I'll just be exploring Mexico City and visiting museums and galleries and just shopping and walking around. So if anyone wants to come visit, we have a 3-bedroom apartment, and it's a beautiful, safe area. It's sort of like, you know, the hoity-toity area of Mexico City. Sort of just, it's considered Mexico City, but it really feels like a suburb, even though it's all Mexico City. And it's a high-rise, and they're right near a mall and movie. You know, it's very non-Mexico. Like when you think of Mexico, you think of not this. Anyway, so we're doing that for 10 days, and then Marty will meet us at the airport on July 31st, and then we go to Asbury Park to our beach house, not our beach house, but the beach house that we go to every year in New Jersey, and the twins will be doing surfing camp. And come on, say something. No, you don't want to say anything? Marty keeps walking away. So we'll be in Asbury Park for 10 days, and then we fly from New Jersey, Newark, to Las Vegas. And at that point, during that time that we're in Asbury Park, Antonia comes back from Cambridge, and she'll be with us one night, and then she flies out to LA, and she'll spend a few nights with Erica and Tristram and that family. And then they're gonna drive to Las Vegas from LA. It's about 3 or 4 hours, I guess, and meet us. And we're flying from New York, New Jersey actually, and we'll all meet up in Las Vegas. And we have 3 nights at the Bellagio Hotel, which is one of these very Vegas-y hotels. We only chose that one because we're seeing a Cirque du Soleil show one night there, and it really didn't matter where we stayed in Vegas, as long as you are indoors and not out in the heat. Anyway, then we have like a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon scheduled, and then they leave, and then we're renting an RV, a big RV, like a camper, and it sleeps up to 8 people. We don't plan on sleeping in it the whole 10 days, so we're off on a road trip for 10 days. We leave Las Vegas and we head east and north, and then eventually back a little west, and 10 days later we'll drop the RV off in Salt Lake City, visiting along the way all of the great national parks, so Zion and Bryce, and of course Yellowstone, and we're staying in different places. So we will be driving the RV. So from each stop, it's like 3 or 4 hours of driving, and Antonia just got her learner's permit last year, so she's going to be doing most of the driving, not me. And then we drop off the RV in Salt Lake City, and we fly back on, we fly from Salt Lake City to San Francisco, and we are going to rent a big SUV and drive about 3-4 hours north to Northern California, where we are going to visit some friends. And they live in a really gorgeous place overlooking the Pacific. And anyway, so we'll stay there for 2 nights, I think. And then we have the last 2 nights in San Francisco so that Antonia can visit Stanford and Berkeley. And then we fly back on August 30th, and that's it. They all start school the day after Labor Day. The twins will be in a new school. And I was hoping that I could get Teta and Yorgos, and of course Pandelis and Anastasia and Joanna and Vasiliki and Michalis, but I know that this is all very challenging. But anyway, at least 2 architects, or at least 1, to come. We will pay so that I can, I need to come up with a plan that I could submit to a proper architect that's licensed in New York, because we want to sell 90 William, the old apartment, but we want to sell it with the plans already included, showing that we can actually build a 2nd level. So in order to do that, we have to get a bunch of approvals from the city, and zoning and all these other things, which I think is going to run us about $20,000 to $30,000 just to see if we're even allowed to build up. But this way, when we put it back on the market next July, we can ask for more because all of that work will have been done. But I thought it'd be fun if you guys wanted to come and we can do that. What else? That's it. Everybody's doing well. Antonia will be going into her senior year. You know, she's just a brainiac. She's not really athletic or sporty at all. In fact, that worries me. I mean, she's really good. She loves being in the water in the summer, and she's a good surfer because of all of our years going to Asbury Park, and you know, she's a good skier. But she's, you know, I got to get her more active. And the twins are doing really well, and they're finishing their elementary school. This particular elementary school ends in 4th grade, so their graduation ceremony is tomorrow. And you know, I've reconnected with my brother Michael, so that's been nice. So Michael will probably be there also, and yeah, then that's about it. Oh yeah, I was going to say that Cecilia she's been swimming, and she's honestly, I think she's going to be like a competitive swimmer. I you know, Olympic level, we shall see. She's only 10, but she's so good, and she's got this drive, and she's weirdly, innately competitive, which is odd for a 10-year-old, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe that's how, you know, all the super athletes are when they're little. Anyway, she's really good. Georgia's good and likes volleyball, but you know, she's not going anywhere with her volleyball. They're both, they've been both playing the piano, which they'll continue to do. And I bought a piano, actually, an old used piano, but it's kind of fun to have a piano in the house. What else? I want you to send me videos because it's more fun. Just, you know, tell me what's going on. I want to see Anastasia, and I want updates. We have these 2 dogs, Morty and Obi. And Morty, Obi, where are they? We have to put them, they're going to be staying with friends the whole summer, since here they are. Come say hi. Morty, Obi, come here. Come here. Look. That's Morty. And here's Obi. Anyway, I'm going to sign off because that was way too much. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's over 20 minutes. It'll be interesting to see who listens to the whole thing. Haha. Love you. Mwah. Bye.